Reaper, a Lucky Dey thriller by Doug Richardson, narrated by Tim Dekay. Monday, Chapter 1, Tarzana, California, 10:41 p.m. Frosty checked his phone screen. It was an unconscious act and only 3 slow-motion minutes since his last glance. Every passing second felt as if it were creeping like a caterpillar on a tenuous twig. It wasn't the waiting that chapped the 22-year-old. Waiting was what he did. Waiting for Julius to hand out his next instruction. Waiting at the bodega to cash his grandnana's Social Security check. Waiting was process. After all, what was life? As his grandnana always say, all to livin' was about waitin' to die and meetin' her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. No, what bothered Frosty was the San Fernando Valley zip code. He would generally call his comfort zone anywhere south of Interstate 10 and east of the 405. Crossing north of south-central Los Angeles might as well have been a snowy slog across a Canadian border. Only Canada would at least be predictably opaque with white people. Frosty could handle white people. They'd take one look at his skinny black ass and his yellowed, alien-like wide-set eyes and be afraid. Either that, or they'd overcompensate with their polite white guilt. White folks were so goddamn easy that way. It was the mixed bag outside South Central that caused Frosty's anxiety. The ever-growing polyglot of ethnic minorities and the assimilation from the old-known demarcations of black, white, and brown. It was all too confusing to keep current. Frosty's grandnana said it best. Used to be able to tell who was who. Now all the mixin' makes you want to start every conversation with, "What the heck kind of race is you?" Up until that Monday, the summer had been cooler than the usual swelter. If only it had stayed cool for one more 24-hour sweep and the Santa Ana winds had held at bay. Then Frosty might not have had to worry about his perfectly functioning sweat glands. Perspiration contained DNA, and everybody knew DNA was what got even the best bad guys caught. In his Jordans, black Wrangler jeans, and a thin navy blue hoodie, Frosty needed to fit into character, otherwise known to law enforcement as a black male usual, an African-American man in his late teens to 20s, a descriptor that, in America, fit tens of millions. That's right. Try and pick me out of a lineup, motherfuckers. It was the second day of July, and Frosty had made sure to ride the most obvious transit routes. The Blue Line to downtown, the Red Line to North Hollywood, the Orange Metro.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?